So let me tell you what happened with my sorry. So I read my diary. So hold on, let me go get it. Let me go get it. 1 second. So and I would consider this inner child work, right? So this is my diary. This is my diary from when I was 5 to 8 years old or 10 years old, something like that. I haven't finished reading it, right? But it's crazy to me because I decided to look through my diary. I have not looked at this diary for years, okay? Um and this was part of inner child work for me. And I suggest anybody else that had a diary and you haven't looked at it, you haven't really thought of anything of it, and you're a spiritual person, I highly suggest to get your diary and read through it in a spiritual way where it's just like you're trying to find the message in it, or you're trying to see the wound, right? The wounding. I read some things where I was like, wow, I went through a lot of shit when I was little. I wrote it in this book, but nobody read it because like my parents didn't read it. But if they had read it, they would have probably like had to do something about what was going on. It wasn't, I mean, I was going through a lot of trauma, and as a child, like I was trying to describe trauma while I was a child. I had friendships that like betrayed me, like where I liked the person. I was in fucking what, like first grade or something, and I liked this kid, and my best friend, who was supposed to be my best friend at the time, told me that they didn't like the person because I told them I liked them, and they were like, I don't like them. And then like I was just seeing like the first moments of like betrayal and the first moments of like, because I remember I wrote in there, I was like, that traitor. Hold on. Oh my god. And then when I'm reading it, like, you know that innocence when you're a kid? It's like the way you say things or do things. And you're just like, yo, like, what kind of fucking kid? I was a great kid, yo. I was one of those, like, you know, those kids say the darndest things? Like, that's the vibes. And I'm not done with it. And I can't wait because I'm going to finish it tonight. I'm going to try to read more. But one of the biggest ones, I had told you guys before in the past that like the biggest number is 144 for me. And I found, and I was like, when I opened this, I literally had prayed too, like, because something kept pushing me about this diary. Like, the diary was in the closet. I took it out. The way the whole thing happened to me getting this diary is crazy because I was cleaning my house. And I had left the diary on my little banister thing over here. And then I finally, right, something kept, like, I kept looking at it. I felt like I need to open it. And then I ended up cleaning, and I put it on my table. So then I'm sitting at the table, it's there, and I'm staring at it. Like, it's like, you know. But anyway, there's it says December 31st of 2000. So I was 10 years old. I said it's 11:44. But like, I'm sorry, I just felt like, because 144 has always been my number. So it's almost like I felt like it felt like God was always with me. God was always with me, because that's been my number since I started this spiritual journey. And I felt like when I read it, I hugged my diary. Like I read the rest of everything, but like there was no other data. There was no other entries that I had put in with like the time like that. And of all times, for it to be that time just like blows my mind. Like, that is, it literally was like God spoke to me, because that's been my number. 144 has been my number. And I put, it is 11:44. And mind you, it was, December, it was New Year's Eve. And, yeah. I got one entry where it's talking about my brother. Like, my brother got in trouble with my dad. And, that shit was mad funny. You know. Like, I'm like, he couldn't even get any games. Hold on, I just want to see. I want to see it. Yo, that shit is so funny. But like, I'm serious, you guys. You're gonna find some like even when it's like think of like seeing a kid in front of you and it's you. And I felt like that was like such inner work for me because I felt like there were moments I wanted to hug my little self. Like there were moments I laughed, there were moments I cried. Yeah, I put my dad is very mad. He said he does not trust him. Matt should say his prayers. I said no friends, no TV, no CD player, no nothing. Not even games. I just thought the way I wrote it was like I said, and then it goes. Dad said when he comes home, he'll be in his room. My brother. Ah, the life without a brother. No bothering, no banging, no coming in my room. I said like it's like that. If that's not sibling rivalry, you know the sibling thing. Like I'm sorry, that was just cute, man. But I'm just saying this because like seriously, get your diary out and read it. Like I don't care how old you are. If you have a diary, I think one of the greatest things to have is a diary because it's great for inner child work. I felt like I was hugging my little self. Like I felt like I felt the trauma of my little self and I hugged it. Like it was so healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this from a very beautiful perspective. Okay? But yeah, it was a beautiful experience and I still have more to read and I just feel like it is one of the most healing things I went through last night reading this diary. It was. And then to see that number I cried and I thanked God because I felt like literally it was like God saying like I was always with you the whole time because that's been my number and it was my number from the gate like and to see it when I was a child lets me know it was my guides, my guardian angels were always there. God was always there. I don't know, it was very powerful and it was very emotional. It got so deep inside of me that it's like unknown territory of my soul. I literally took a sponge and started scrubbing it, like all the gunk, that's the trauma, the heartache. You know what I'm saying? It's like it all got scrubbed when I went through reading this. A lot of it, at least. I've still been reading in like, I don't know. I just seen the traumas in friendships or my like when my first crushes and things like that. Like, I don't know, you know? Either or. Try it out. And I mean, really take the time. Like, make time for the rest of the night. I would do it, like, before you go to bed and giving yourself a good hour to read through your diary entries and to really feel each word that you're reading and each thing that you're reading about. Of that entry and how it relates to you in a deeper way, how it can heal you, what it tells you about yourself. Digging deep, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I really had to say. I don't think I need to go on anymore for 10 minutes. Like sometimes I gotta just cut it shorter, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read this and I suggest you do the same. Bye.